Spanish audio provided by NBC Universo.
Hello and welcome. We're here today at Super Bowl 54, just outside the main gates. We're here interviewing some fans, and today I'm here with diehard Giants fan, Jacob Markoulis.
Hi, I'm Jacob Markoulis. I'm from Syracuse, New York, the capital. I want to shout out to my mom and my family at home. I know a lot about Super Bowl history, and let's get right into these questions. I'm very excited.
All right, yeah, so we're joined today with Jacob. We're going to be doing some questions, some trivia questions, see how much he really knows about America's game. Let's see how much he knows.
Let's get into these questions.
Well, as I can see, you're representing the blue and white, and we have Giants season tickets for next year being the 2020 season. How does that sound?
That sounds good. I'm pretty excited. Let's get into these questions.
All right, well, I have the questions right here in front of me. Okay, so I'll quickly go over the rules. So you'll have 15 seconds to answer 8 questions. If you get 6 of the 8 right, then you win the season tickets, and you'll be on your way to watch Super Bowl 54. All right, first question. What is the official name given to your event you're about to watch, and name 3 other names that are commonly used for it?
So the official name of the event is the Super Bowl. It was coined by billionaire Lamar Hunt. Some other names for the event is America's Favorite Sunday, Pigskin Showdown, and the Football Event of the Year.
All right, let me check that sounds about right. Very good. All those answers are correct. I like the bonus answer as well. The name was first chosen by Lamar Hunt, who was a big fan of the NFL and actually owned the Kansas City Chiefs at the time. We'll throw a graphic of him up on the screen for the viewers to see. So the next question. When was the Super Bowl first started?
The first Super Bowl was January 15th, 1966, I believe.
That was so close, but it was actually January 15th, 1967. The next question we had for you was, who first started the Super Bowl? You already answered that with your answer with Lamar Hunt. So our next question is, where was the first Super Bowl?
The first Super Bowl was at Los Angeles Memorial Coliseum in Los Angeles, California.
That's right. That's correct. That's correct. Next question. Why was the Super Bowl started?
The Super Bowl was started because the National Football League and the American Football League had a merger agreement. Lamar Hunt, the Kansas City Chiefs owner, had the idea of the name Super Bowl when his little boy's son was playing with a toy called a Super Ball, and he thought it would be a great name to call it Super Bowl.
That's also correct. So you have 1 wrong answer and you have 3 questions left for the Giants season tickets. So, next question. When is it held?
The Super Bowl is held in the first week of February.
It was the first Sunday of February, but that's close enough. So we'll give you the answer there. Okay, list me 3 important highlights or records that have happened during the Super Bowl.
So the first that I would have to mention was when my brother Eli Manning threw the beautiful pass to Tyrese and he caught it on his helmet. Second would be when Tom Brady won his 6th championship ring. And the third I would say is when I was a child and I watched Super Bowl 35 with my dad, and the Pittsburgh Steelers scored 3 touchdowns in 60 seconds.
That's correct. All right. Looks like you're going home with the tickets. There you are. All right. Thanks for joining us today. And Super Bowl 54 is about to start off.
Let's go Giants!
In Super Bowl 49. Russell Wilson, of course, he got picked off 4 times in the NFC title game and still won. Hey, somebody got some skills before the game, and Tom Brady looking for that 4th ring along with the always emotional Bill Belichick. How about early on in the game, Brady looking and picked off by the president of the Rob Gronkowski fan club. That is Jeremy Lane in the end zone. It's a red zone turnover. However, broken wrist. Lane was done for the day, and the Patriots certainly took advantage of that. However,
the National Football League welcomes you to the Pepsi Super Bowl 47 halftime show.
Hello and welcome to Super Bowl Sunday halftime show. That was a great first half of football, and there were some good plays by both teams. Giants are up 7-0 after 2. We are joined here with NFL Commissioner Roger Goodell to discuss what the Super Bowl has upcoming and to discuss its past and its present. Welcome, Roger.
Thank you, Bob. I'm glad to be here and talk about the Super Bowl with you.
Well, let's not waste any time. Let's get right into these questions we have for you. As a commissioner, what do you think the importance of this event is? Meaning, like, why do you think people spend money, and why is it important to society?
Well, the event is extremely important to Americans for many reasons, to be honest. Football, in many ways, represents Americans as a whole. Of course, it's the last game of the NFL season and playoffs, and many people want to know who the champion will be. Of course, there are many other reasons, such as people place bets on it, people place bets just on about anything, such as the final score, the coin toss, things like that. It's also known for being an unofficial American holiday. The other main reason is because, of course, it's the first Sunday of February in the middle of winter when many other professional sports leagues are out of action, and it attracts a lot of sports fanatics from around the world as they have nothing else to watch. That's another main reason why it's such a big attraction.
I completely agree with you there. As commissioner, what do you think the main target audience is? Like, who do you think watches the Super Bowl?
Well, studies show that people of all ages, genders, races, and ethnicities watch the Super Bowl because, I mean, it accumulates 100 million viewers per year, so it's kind of hard to pinpoint exactly who watches it. It's a really wide variety of people, but most Americans are watching all the time. Typically, the audience that watches is Caucasian males above the age of 55, give or take. Some people are middle-aged mostly, but it tends to be senior citizens or people over the age of 50.
I thought this was the case as 54% of viewers watch the Super Bowl are male compared to 46 which are female.
That's right. Last year, 111.3 million viewers tuned into Super Bowl in the United States, 12% being Hispanic and 11% being African American. For the event, we definitely encourage people of all ethnicities, races, and of course ages to watch the Super Bowl, but our main target audience, or our target market, would definitely have to be Caucasian males above the age of 21, of course, because that is the legal drinking age, as beer, wine, and other spirits generate $500 million in sales each year, 2 weeks leading up to the Super Bowl.
I've actually heard that the viewership for the Super Bowl has been decreasing over the years. In 2017, 111 million viewers watched the game. In 2018, this number slipped down to 103 million. And in 2019, it was only at 98 million viewers. Although this game is at an all-time high at 2.6 million, I do not believe the viewership will be declining. It is simply shifting away from the traditional watching of TV. With the controversy surrounding football, what techniques will you use to increase the popularity of the Super Bowl?
It's funny you say that, actually, because we've been working on a project. It would be to send out a survey via sports networks such as TSN and ESPN to promote our survey. The survey would be giving fans the opportunity to choose from various artists they would like to see perform at the halftime show, as it's one of the biggest fan generators of the Super Bowl. The halftime show is actually one of the biggest events about the Super Bowl, and having fans choose who they want to see based on a majority vote will surely tune in the most amount of people rather than simply having our marketing team choose who will be performing.
I actually have a suggestion that might help gain popularity. It would be to hold a contest or campaign allowing fans to enter, and the winner has a chance to advertise what they would like, with restrictions of course. That would be aired live. Super Bowl ads bring in a lot of fans as it is, so involving them would be an incredible experience. Fans could submit their ad creations and the winner would be decided, not announced until the Super Bowl when their ad is shown live for all the viewers to see. That's all the time we have for today. Let's get right into the second half. Back to you, Mr. D, at the field.